Okay, today's a famous story that many of you may have heard, but we'll share it nonetheless. The Friedrich Rebbe related, this is also from Tafshin Yud, the very early first year, that once somebody asked the Friedrich Rebbe, what's this business? You speak in Chassidus about angels and spiritual matters. How do you know that this is in fact so? Nobody came from there and told us what's happening Lamaila. And here Chassidus is explaining the avodah of the Srafim and the Chayes HaKodesh, and of course, as we're talking about now, all of the levels. So the Rebbe Rashab answered with the following parable. And there's different versions to the story. I'll tell you the way the Rebbe says it over here. They were actually in a carriage traveling when this person asked the question to the Rebbe Rashab. So he said, so here we are traveling in the carriage. So let's look at the players, as it were, in this scenario. The horses, you know the story. The horses that are also with us. There's the horses, there's the wagon driver, and there's you and I. And we're all going to the same destination. So the horses are thinking, Zij trachten Haber. Haber is Yiddish for the what horses fed? Oats. They're thinking the straw, the oats that they're going to get when they get to their destination. Everybody ever went horse riding knows that you want to get the horses, you want to really enjoy your ride, you wait till they start going back. So on the route back, they know they're getting there. First, they're getting rid of you, at least for a while, and they're getting some oats and water. That's when they're enthusiastic, and it's easy to get a canter or a gallop out of it. Much more difficult when you're going the other direction. At any rate, so the horses are thinking, well, they're thinking Haber, they're thinking the oats, the straw. The wagon driver is thinking about the money he's going to get and the good drink he's going to get at the tavern. Moreover, the money he's going to get to be able to sustain his family. It's a virtuous motive. And here we are discussing philosophy and angels. Yes, angels, not angels. So the Rebbe Rashab turns to him and he said to him, because the horse is thinking straw, and the wagon driver is thinking the kopkis. Therefore, our discussion is not a discussion. So our talk is not talk. So that is how we responded. In other words, here you're seeing in your own, our little example right here, that being oblivious completely to an entire world doesn't mean it doesn't exist just because you are oblivious. So it's a nice way of saying, you can choose which one of these you want to be. We're all going in the same direction, but the world of one does not negate the validity of the world of the other, just because the other has no clue and doesn't exist within his in his world. Rebbe concludes here like this. This is, again, the early days that I was talking about Iskashrus. So in the context of Iskashrus, he says, we have to know that even though for us, externally, it's concealment, we have to bring proofs. The Rebbe is with us, not with us. This is the context of discussion here. So we have to know that from the Eibush only comes good, and the Rebbe continues to be with us. Before these style, because you didn't need proof, you could see it. Now you don't see it, but that doesn't change the reality. This doesn't change any connection in the truth, in our essential bond, even though we live in a world of corporeality and physical and physicality. The fact that we don't feel it and see it sometimes doesn't change a thing and shouldn't affect, therefore, the bottom line of our connection, etc., and commitment to the mission faithfully, until we are all reunited in such a way that even the horse, even the wagon driver, everybody, all flesh will see that Hashem speaks, Hashem is present, and that we are thoroughly one and united with Him. Official to who? Oh no, it was Yankee. You recorded it? Yes? So you somehow sent it to Levi. Okay? Good.